This short video is to show you how to complete the Google Sites part of the Google Educator Level 1 exam. Now, when we get to the Google Sites webpage, make sure that you choose New Google Sites. Don't hit this button, make sure you hit New Google Sites. The instructions are to create a new site called Internet Safety. We can do that by clicking this little red plus in the corner. To name your site, you can use this in the top left-hand corner, and we're going to call it Internet Safety. Your next instruction is to create 3 pages: home, calendar, and video tutorials. This would be our home page, so we're just going to call this one home. To add new pages, we head over to the Pages tab on the right-hand side of the screen and use the Add Page button at the bottom to create a new page. So we will call this one Calendar. And we'll call the next one Video Tutorials. Quickly rename that. Your next instruction is to create a text box describing one way to stay safe. To create a text box, firstly, you can double-click and you're given a range of options. It asks for a text box, so we will use text. An alternative way is to use the Insert tab and click Text Box. Let's write one way to stay safe on the internet. The next instruction is to create an image to sit next to this tip. Now, to insert an image, you can use the Images button under the Insert tab, or you can double-click and use the Images button here. To find an image, you can either use one you already have in your Google Drive, or you can search for a new one using Google Images. Now, in order to rearrange this so it is to the left of our text box, we simply click and drag and release. And there we go. Your next task is to create a Google Doc called Internet Safety Tips for Parents and add it to the home page via Drive. When you have made your Google Doc, simply insert from Google Drive. And as Blue Peter would say, here's one I made earlier. You can click and drag or simply click the Insert button, like so. Your next task is to head to the Video Tutorials page and add a relevant video on internet safety from YouTube. So we will head to the Pages tab, head down to your Video Tutorials page, and using the same techniques we did before, you can insert directly, embed from YouTube, and search for your video. Insert. Next, you will be asked to go to the Calendar page and add Internet Safety Tutorials calendar. You can do this by clicking on the Calendar page, inserting underneath the Google Embeds tab, Calendar. I'm going to choose this one as an example. Now that we've completed our mini website, we can preview it by clicking this eye. This will allow you to see what the website will look like to users before publishing it. To exit the preview, simply click on the cross. Your next instruction is to add GI Sarah as an editor. You can do this by clicking this little person here and typing in the name of the person you'd like to share it with. You will now become an editor to your website, a collaborator. To publish your website so it is live, simply click the Publish button, give it a relevant name, and publish. In order to copy the link to send it to your teacher or students, click on the Copy Published Site Link button, copy the link, and simply send it via Gmail to your trainer. And that is Google Sites done.